We all know that was Mike Tyson, but the real reason we're doing this whole business is because of the voice. That was the voice of combat sports announcer and master of ceremonies, Kody Big Mo Mommaerts. He's become one of the biggest names in ring announcing. His roster, holy smokes.
Pretty impressive.
I mean, the 2024 Tyson Jake Paul fight, then the Jake Paul Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight.
Yeah, and this Friday, July 11th, he will once again use his magical voice to MC the most anticipated fight in women's boxing, Taylor versus Serrano at Madison Square Garden. Please welcome in Kody Big Mo Mommaerts to the show. I don't have those pipes. I gave it my all, Kody.
Look, listen, I wasn't told that you guys were going to be trying to take my job. I usually give the introductions. That was amazing. Thank you.
We'll put you to work in a little bit, all right?
Perfect. That works for me.
Before we get into that background, how excited are you about this fight coming up at Madison Square Garden between Taylor and Serrano?
I'm super excited for multiple reasons. I mean, on a personal note, I get to finally announce in Madison Square Garden, which is an honor. It's the mecca of boxing, of course, absolutely. But also for the sport of boxing to be on Netflix again is going to be amazing. Like even the weigh-ins today are on Netflix later tonight. And then to put women's sports at the epicenter, at the top of the table basically is great as well. I was able to do the first all-women's card in the UK a couple years ago. It's now to come to America and to do it again at MSG on Netflix. It's just an amazing experience. I'm honored to be here.
As someone as a woman who works in sports, thank you for being an ally. We love this.
Of course.
We love it. Because as much as I am a P announcer, I can't get to that deep register. And I feel like for boxing, you need that deep. You need that really deep.
Yes, it's about
your regular voice and my
exactly. I think it's, we have similar jobs and similar roles, but we try to convey different emotion, I think, and that's where it comes from.
We were talking backstage about your career. You came out of the womb and you announced yourself. How did you end up here?
I mean, I would love to sit here and say that the plan was to be a combat sports ring announcer my whole life, but I don't think that's ever a thing. No, look, I learned when I was in college that I was a pretty polished public speaker. I was raised by a trial attorney that taught me how to speak at a young age and taught me how to dress professional and establish authority and things like that. So towards the end of my college career, I started hosting events and speaking for business, and my friends said that you should pursue this. So I became a commentator first, saw the ring announcer, and I thought, that might be more my speed. I think I can do that. So then I started doing it, started branding myself. I'm a little bit younger than a lot of the MCs that do it, so I utilize social media, and now I'm on New York living and going to be at Madison Square Garden in a couple nights.
Pretty cool, living the dream right now.
It's
I have to say the double-breasted suit does give you the air of authority here.
Oh, perfect.
So much
perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate your attention to detail.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So talk to me about your athletic career, because you did play sports growing up, and how has that influenced you in your current career?
Yeah, I mean, I was an athlete my whole life. Obviously, I'm a little bit bigger of a person.
You're 6'6"?
6'7".
Don't
short me that inch, Marisol.
I know, that's like when people are like, you're 5'1". I'm like, I'm 5'1 3/4".
I like that. Wait, tell me who the person on our left is.
So on the left that's Bigger Mo.
Bigger Mo.
And then on the right is Slim Fit Mo.
Still Big Mo.
And I like Slim Fit Mo a little bit more. It's easier to find clothes slightly. But no, I was an athlete my whole life, and I think that's helped me in my job because I can relate to these athletes at least a little bit more. I'm obviously not a fighter, but I have been a high-performing athlete before, and I think that helps kind of establish a camaraderie between me and them, because when we're in the ring together, it's a pretty intimate moment, despite being surrounded by 20,000 people.
Right. And you teed us up for the next question. So, ring announcer, MC, PA announcer.
Yes.
In layman, our jobs are different. I said it's the same church, different pew.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right? Because I'm announcing a sport. I'm in a booth.
Yep.
I do not have to interact with anyone except my producer, and that's how I like it. You're there. You're in the mix. People at home hear you. People in the the stadium hear you. Talk to us about that. What is that like?
Yeah.
Folks are right there. They're right there.
Well, what makes my specific role unique is I'm the one person that talks to both the in-arena crowd and the crowd that's at home, and that kind of takes different ways that you want to reach people. So I try to have a plethora of ways to both address camera, but also address all the people that bought tickets. I try to speak in a way that not only sounds aesthetically pleasing for the crowd here, but also the crowd that's watching on TV, because that's an even bigger audience. And there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things that need to be said. I'd have to be very precise. I'm not really afforded any room for mistakes, which is good. And that helps that I'm a pretty OCD and perfectionist person, so I think that all works out.
You like this? Do you practice at home in the mirror?
I don't actually.
Me
I mean,
neither.
occasionally I'll be driving down the road and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen," just to make sure I'm still on my toes at every
The
time.
Molly Pitcher rest stop.
Are we going to do this little? Do we have time for this?
We're going to do an announcer
A little
off.
trading places here.
I like it.
We're going to do a trading places.
Yeah.
I can give you a card.
Okay.
You can. No, I can't. You're going to have to. You
I
have
got
your card.
I got it.
So you're going to pretend you are calling a game between your 2025 New York Mets and who are they playing? The Orioles. It's a doubleheader today.
It is
Perfect.
a doubleheader.
So give it your best
Now,
shot.
before we both do this,
Sir.
we both have our respective jobs.
Yes.
We're not going to step on each other's toes because you're a better PA announcer and I'm a better ring announcer. So no matter how this
we're
goes,
Yeah.
gonna keep it like this.
Here, okay, deal.
I
Got
like
you.
it.
Clean fight. I want a clean fight.
All right,
Here we go.
ladies and gentlemen, leading off for your New York Mets, the shortstop, number 12, ladies and gentlemen, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, wow, very nice. He even rolled his R's.
I quit.
I think I'll take this
quit.
chair
There you
now,
go.
ladies and gentlemen. I'll
I
sit over
quit.
here.
Forget that. Just go with the camera over there. You only need the one chair now.
You even said his name in Spanish.
It was
I
fantastic.
do.
That's
I love doing announcements in
fantastic.
Spanish. That's what was cool about doing Julio a couple weeks ago. I
Right.
got to do it in Spanish.
Julio Chavez.
Exactly.
Got to teach me to roll those R's. All right. You ready?
No.
Come on. You got to step up.
Where's my one?
This is your moment. Okay, go. Wait, hold on.
Move out of my way.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go.
No worries.
In this corner, she hails from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Fights out of Brooklyn, New York, Amanda, the real deal, Serrano.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Well done.
All right.
I'm going to keep my day job.
Amazing. Amazing. No, that was great.
Kody,